If I turned into a Power Ranger and I had a skirt, I'd rip it off just like she did. Because skirts just aren't my thing. I knew that was gonna cause some issues. Let's talk new recruits. Hey everyone, Ranger Liz here. Welcome to the video. We are talking about the brand new episode of Power Rangers that just aired today. New recruits. We have 2 new Rangers, and it took us a month because we had the first 3 episodes and then we had a week off, and now here we are, guys. 2 new Rangers, Izzy and Javi Garcia are 2 brand new Rangers, and we got some great, I probably aren't going to show as many like show still grabs. We got a lot of official images, so I'm going to try to make this a little faster to get it out quicker for you guys so I don't have to delay like I did last 2 weeks. So we're gonna get right into this. I want to know of your thoughts about all this as I go over it. What did you guys think about the episode? What did you guys, do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you like where the plot's going? Let me know. Without further ado, episode 4, new recruits. There's this thing called the Nephrite Orb, and it's super duper powerful, and it's at Pine Ridge Museum. Now, why do we need to know about this? Because Void Knight wants it. He just made a brand new general called Boom Tower. We did get his debut in it. We do have the figure out for him as well. Now, Boom Tower, gonna be super powerful, but he wants this Nephrite Orb because he's gonna make him with unbelievable power. Now, I love that Mucus found, he's like, hey, I found another friend, or she did. She's very just, hey, let's break things. And I'm like, oh, she's like chaotic and neutral, slightly chaotic and evil, but like chaotic neutral. So I'm a big fan. It's like, I'm Draxon, I don't know, he said it a few times, but that was, I love sometimes there's just little jokes in there like that. I really enjoyed it. Now, they're gonna go for this orb, but someone's there to stop them, and it's Javi. Not quite in the instance you're thinking of, but he's going for a role for Buzz Blast. They're getting new reporters. Now, for some reason, Amelia, I guess she just needs to keep Zato, like, close and whatever. I don't know, you know, still adjusting him to the world because he was like, dragons? Dragons? I know, I'd be too. But he's going for a role. Javi's going for a role. And basically, Jane was like, look, here's 2 stories. Go get them. Whoever does the story best gets the role. That works out great. We did learn that Javi, you know, he's playing music. He wants to buy a guitar. You guys want to talk about the 90s coming back? Look what Javi's wearing. He's talking about buying a guitar. You know Amelia's in the 90s with that. And then that late 90s, or late 80s, early 90s, like, was that like a members only jacket, Ollie? What are you wearing? So, yeah, it's fun. The 80s, 90s, like fashion, and then we got all this tech stuff coming in, Buzz Blast, and J-Borg's gonna be a reporter on the scene, and chaos ensues. That's kind of just the funny little bit with that, is that J-Borg reads everything on the screen. No, it doesn't go like Anchorman, like, go yourself, Mariner Bay. Because Mariner Bay in particular, you Mariner Bay. Nah, it's what you get for being there. I don't know, I got nothing. So here we have Javi is going to go do a story on the Nephrite Orb, and what does Zato get? He gets one on the top high school athlete in the state, Izzy Garcia. Now, of course, she doesn't really understand this because Jane didn't really look at the actual, like, who you're doing profiles on. So, you know what, as airheaded or ears, whatever she is, that was nothing. So, like, hey, let's go do this interview. And she's like, look, I don't do interviews. I have to practice. I totally get that. It's like, well, what if I can give you some tips? Now, I'm not getting into the sports thing because, look, Izzy was me. Izzy is me. When I was in high school, I was an athlete. I was practicing. I was doing whatever. Like, how did you get, like, you just practice. That's what you do. But I always wanted to be a Power Ranger. And so, you know, you're like, okay, look, I am a little better at it now. We'll have an interview. They gotta go, though, because Nephrite Orb. I love Warden Garcia. Now, this comes back into, and we talked about it last week or the week before in the Ranger Week in Review. This one really makes it more obvious that Park Warden Garcia used to be Officer Garcia before they had to rewrite the role. So, there's definitely, like, he was the one showing up and everything, but he's like, hey, that's ours. He's standing up to the monsters and takes a blast. So Warren Garcia has already got some more points in my book because he took a monster blast for it, and afterwards he's already back to like the dad thing, like how'd practice go? Like, yeah, you're a good dad, Warren Garcia. Coming to find out that Javi, Izzy, whoa, they're dad. And they're like, oh, you met? I love when they realize that Warden Garcia is Izzy's dad, and she's like, oh, have you ever met him? Amelia's like, nope. No. It's gonna be fun though going forward whenever they have to realize, like, now they know who each other are, and we're like, oh, you do know who our dad is. You're that chick he used to come home and complain about every Thursday because this crazy ghost girl. Yeah, you were some conversation, Amelia. I bet you were at the dinner table. I love Mucus just overall for everything, but like talking about, like, I love this part whenever they start fighting. Another little note I have, hey, Izzy's a lefty. I give some credit for that. That one threw me off a little bit when I was watching her. I'm like, she's a lefty. Woohoo. Now, I don't know how that, I mean, footage and whatnot, but the way she fought with the javelin, that was just one of the best parts of it for me, is that they kind of fought with all they had to do it. So we had It's Morphin Time, and then you had Mucus Shell, It's Morphin Slime. Yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself with their fighting, but just, I kind of forget, like, the plot out of the way. There's the orb, Javi took it, he ran away with it, they had to go find him, monsters find him first, Rangers show up, they fight. Javi has the orb, and they're like, give it back. Nope, it's slippery, and he throws it down, shattering it, revealing, what? The Dino Fury black and green keys. They pick him up, they're like, whoa, there is a lot of power. I have got to say, oh my god, the music. I watched it a few times just listening, like I cranked up the music, and it felt truly epic. Like, as they're morphing the full time, this orchestra swelling up, which just the music this year is just boom. It's a next level, and I'm so much enjoying it. So yeah, music, they morph and bam, they go crazy. Like, these are super, I was gonna call them super twins, but they're not twins. These are super siblings, right? Or as Zato says, that's sibling synergy. Because it was just such a fun fighting sequence of them going with each other, throwing each other the swords. Izzy's using the javelin, launches it in the way they climb the stair. Like, this footage is awesome, and I'm super sold with it. They end up fighting, you know, and he's like, oh, you know what happens when monsters fight? We get big! To which, again, Izzy, she's my Soul Ranger. Is it Zord time? Yes! Yes, it is Zord time! I love it! So, she was just excited. He's like, what is it with you humans and the Zords? It's a big freaking sword! It's a mecha! Yeah, no, like, look, Zato, I get it. You used to ride around on raptors, and you had dinosaur friends, but we don't. And if I saw Zord, I'd be like, yeah, I'm getting in that. Let's go. Boom, boom. I'll take Savenger. I'll take a Megazord. I'll take whatever the smallest little arsenal Zord is that you're going to have in this season. Ooh, is it going to be the punchy one? Voiced by Mao. I can't remember what the character was, but there's a really small key with a little punchy guy. And I just want a Zord. That's the moral of the story. Humans love Zord, Zato. We just do. Take him down. Now, Black and Green Ranger get in the Zord, even though their Zords are not actually part of it, but all 5 of them get in. And I've said it once, I'll say it a million times, I love the Zord. I love the Zords. It is so agile. It is so sleek. The way it ran up the mountain for that fight, it was fantastic. And I just can't wait to see more of it. Yeah, we had the Mega Fury Saber, which was the big finishing move. Maybe we'll be getting that in the fall wave or so. But I just kept writing, like, Izzy is me. Izzy is like, if I could go back and write a character that my younger self would see themselves in as being a ranger, it'd probably be Izzy. She's not preppy looking. She has her hair in a ponytail. She's playing sports. She doesn't like skirts. And you know how hard it is sometimes being a ranger fan when you're a girl, but you don't necessarily fit into any of those molds? It's a really welcome break. Izzy, thank you. Did not think I'd get emotional saying that, but it's like really seeing yourself as a kid, as a ranger. That was me. Just the tomboy, excited, everything. The hating the skirt. I ripped it off. I ripped it off in a heartbeat. I don't want to wear a skirt, but I want to be a ranger. I I wear a skirt if I have to. I do. In my yellow suit, I do. But I don't want to. I'm a pants girl. And Izzy's wearing pants. And I'm pretty, it's just really cool to see that they gave her moments just be like, nope, I'm not that. And that was pretty cool. So wow, I'm gonna wrap this up because that completely went unexpected, but I mean, like, I love Javier. I love his vibe. I love the music aspect of it. The back and forth clips between Amelia and Ollie were great as always. We got to see a little bit of Solon in it. You know, like, hey, it took me a while to get adjusted to this too. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy. And if you're not happy and you want to go on some rant in my comments about girls and skirts or whatever, don't, because you got to realize who you're talking to. Because I'm a girl and I don't like a skirt, and that's okay. So I'll see you at the next video. If no one told you today, I love you. You're awesome. I'll see you next, probably next Saturday for the review of the next episode of Power Rangers Dino Fury. I'll see you later. Toodles.